Mike from RunPhys.com, and today I want to talk to you about some simple ways that you can become a more efficient runner. Specifically, we're going to go through 3 plyometric exercises, basic plyometric exercises, to decrease the amount of time your foot's on the ground with each step. There's a lot of research that shows that the less amount of time that your foot is on the ground with each step, the more efficient of a runner you'll be, and the less likelihood that you'll be injured. Now with each step, your foot is on the ground for approximately 0.2 of a second. That's not a lot of time, but there's a lot that needs to take place as far as your entire body weight needs to be loaded and pushed off again in order for you to have an efficient stride and to keep yourself propelling forward. So the exercises we're going to go through today really focus on that ability to load quickly and push off again as quickly as we can. And again, if you can do those well, that's going to make you a more efficient runner. It's going to make you less likely to have injuries like shin splints, knee pain, hip pain, things like that. So the first exercise that you're going to do, you're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and if you've got some small weights, hold one in each hand. What you're going to do is you're going to jump side to side. And as you jump side to side, what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms, and if you're jumping to the left, you're going to swing your right arm across your body, your left arm over top of your body, and you're going to jump, let your right foot slide past your left, and then go back the other way. And you're going to do this side to side as quickly as you can. If you've got small weights, that makes the exercise more effective. If you don't have weights, that's okay. Just get your arms moving in those same directions. So what this exercise does is it really challenges your lateral hip, especially your glutes, to be able to get deep into the load and push off again. So it's a good strengthening exercise for your glutes, but it also helps with your foot to develop that kind of agility and quickness for the load to push off transition. The second exercise you're going to do, you're going to hold a small weight. Could be a backpack, could be a weighted ball, could be a dumbbell, doesn't really matter. And you're going to balance on one foot. So if you're balancing on your left foot, you're going to hold that weight and rotate off to the right side. And from that position, you're going to do some single leg jumps going forward. So what this does is this forces that left hip to, again, load very quickly and push off. And by rotating your body to that side, that forces especially your hip to push you off that much more quickly. So it's a very good one for developing the quickness of the loading to push off sequence with running. Lastly, we're going to do a modified version of a box jump. And at home you may not have boxes, but what you can use is you can use a bench, you can use a curb on a street, anything that you feel comfortable jumping up onto. It doesn't have to be very high, it can even just be a step in your garage. What you're going to do is you're going to start with both feet facing the step, you're going to jump up onto it gently, and then you're going to jump up as high as you can off of that step. And so what this does is this works on your ability to get a good push off with a very quick load. So by jumping up onto the step, then jumping up high, what that does is that forces your body to respond to a load more quickly to get a good push off. So again, especially with that last one, what that's trying to work on is your ability to, when your foot hits the ground and your body weight goes to load, we want our body to be able to respond as quickly as possible to that loading to get a good push off. If it requires a very deep load to get a good push off, well, that gives us more ground contact time, which is not a good thing. It makes you a less efficient runner. So anything we can do to teach our body to respond as quickly as possible to a load is going to make us a much more efficient runner and much less injury prone. So again, those are some basic plyometric exercises. I know some people can cringe at the thought of doing plyometrics for a distance runner, and they're not the kind of exercises you want to do every single day. But it's good to sprinkle in those a couple times a week, maybe briefly before a harder workout, to really get your muscles firing much more quickly than they're used to. With endurance athletes, especially runners, it's very easy to kind of get in our little ruts and not work on our quickness, our agility. And a lot of the exercises we do don't focus on that. So these exercises, the ones I showed you today, are going to help you cut down on the ground contact time and help you with your quickness, help you with your efficiency. So play around with those. If you have any other suggestions or creative ways to make those more fun, then please let me know. Give them a try. Stay fast, friends.